I think that human beings have a natural tendency to desire a sense of this union with God. I mean, that's why religions are so strong in this world, and perhaps they're not executed correctly in the sense that humans aren't having these spiritual experiences constantly. Human beings are are rooted in the way in which they execute their daily lives, and they're trying to reach a kind of perfection, or trying to reach a bliss in what they do, and to find fulfillment in everything that they do. And if we were to make extended contact with beings who give us that sense of fulfillment, if religion, if you can say that these beings maybe are the sources of our representation of angels and other kind of deific visions that people have, then what you could do with a large bandwidth communication between these two worlds is that these beings would potentially help us to organize ourselves such that we would have a higher probability of reaching these types of enlightened experiences. So, I mean, the way that society is going, and in a way it's been going since the dawn of man, is that we're trying to optimize. We're trying to make ourselves more efficient. We're trying to give ourselves better lives. We're trying to give ourselves a greater sense of awe and self fulfillment in our daily lives. I mean, that's the purpose of society. If there is that not in society, then there is no reason to live within the confines of the society. So people have faith that the society is it's constantly being more democratic, more open, more free, more people being able to choose and choose the morals and the ethics that help them to fulfill themselves. So if we had alien entity contact at a higher extreme, let me go back. So what we have now is alien entity contact at a very low bandwidth. You have these prophets, and these are the people who have made extended contact with these entities. And these prophets throughout history have these glimpses, or these glimpses of this type of enlightenment, and are able to define it and categorize and organize it and put it into writing and teach it. However, the enlightened experience, as a friend of mine once says, is a catch and release sport. You can't really categorize it in that sense, and you kind of need to redefine it at every step of the way. So in order to redefine it every step of the way, you need to have more of the enlightened experience. And the way that comes about potentially through the DMT beings is to increase the channel of bandwidth between the DMT beings and the human society. And what I think that will do will cause a reorganization of our morals, our ethics. And my morals are prescribed from generations and generations ago, and people are made to feel that those are the morals of the day. Well, actually, it's a hit and miss game. It's a dynamic system that we live in. And so how do we best represent the current trend of the moment? How do we best situate ourselves in this world at the moment such that we elicit an enlightened experience in every individual? And I think that's what potentially could come out of extended communication with the DMT beings, if these are the symbols that we use, or if these are the sources of the symbols that we use when we talk about angels or enlightenment or deities in all the classic religions, as well as more meditative and spiritual type of denominations.